Shalom. I give all the glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. A double honors to our apostles and elders, great millstone, salutations, stars, and seven brothers.
All right, we're Gene Mississippi Camp. You know, we're coming with another weekly lesson. All right, and we just gonna go, until how everything is out in the open, man. And how about Shema Shot is putting the spirit of truth in the earth, man, and it's uncovering, all right, the veil that's been put up by the wicked elites, man. Matter of fact, before we start, get Revelation 20:8. Then we're gonna get that Luke, because everything is happening according to prophecy, man. You see, we're in the time of prophecy being fulfilled, and if you don't understand the prophecy, you're not gonna be able to piece together what's going on, man. And you're gonna be stuck in the deception. You might get a piece of truth, half truth, but you never fully know what's going on if you don't go according to the prophecy, man. You got it, bro. Start at 7.
It's Revelation 20:7. It says, and then the 1,000 years are expired.
Yep.
Satan shall be loosed out of his prison.
And Satan, all right, is the adversary, which Esau, Edom, all right, is the physical counterpart, all right, of the adversary on earth, man. Because everything he does is adverse to the righteousness of the scriptures, man. So he's adverse to righteousness, man. All right, he's fully engulfed in their left-hand side. There is nothing righteous about him. All right, so he has the title of being the adversary, man. Go ahead, bro.
And it says, and shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four corners of the earth.
Yep. So Esau has went throughout the planet Earth, going back to the time of the Renaissance when he was spreading, his plantation Christianity throughout the earth. Spreading, the white supremacy, all right, which is really Edomite supremacy, through what? By spreading the image of Caesar Borgia, because all that came into play when Esau first came into power, man. You had the Spanish, you had the French, you had the British, they went about colonizing the planet Earth. And out of those empires came what? America, which started as a colony of Britain, man. You see, and that's what you have today. Well, America is the biggest place of deception, man. You see, but now everything is coming to the open, man. Get that Luke, bro. I hear you precepts coming. Yep. It's because Yahushua, Yahushua, you gotta understand he is the word, man. So he understood all these things fully, man. The scriptures say he had the spirit without measure, man. So he fully understood these things, man. You got it, bro.
All right, this is Luke 8:17. It says, for nothing is secret that shall be made manifest.
Hey, nothing is secret, all right, that shall be made manifest, man. And the Lord is manifesting everything, man. You see, the video that's in circulation now, all right, what's his name? David Goldberg. Going into what they call it, Project Zephyr. Hey, he's putting everything out there, man. He put it all out there, man. And the Lord put the spirit on him to do that, man. You see? Hey, he's showing you that these so-called Jews, these elites, all right, is finna start terminating people who are against their agenda, man. He's saying that there was what you call shield channels and gateway channels. Your what's his name? David Icke, Alex Jones.
Yeah.
Your AM TVs. How you think they be having all this inside information so quick, man? Like you be saying all the time, man. How they give me this information so quick? All right, and they used it, to gather those, all right, that are have the mindset that's against their agenda, man. They're gathering information with those shield channels and those gateway channels, and they tell you some truth, so they can have some credibility, and you can trust in it. And then they're gonna give you that little misinformation that's gonna lead you, all right, back on the left side, man. We see Esau got this false left-right narrative, man. This false left-right paradigm, man. He sets up the whack news like CNN, but then he also set up RT, man. They all in the same umbrella. But they have they have this perception as if RT, like the guy says, RT, but we do news the right way. They do it the way that the elites want, man. You know, it's levels to deception, man. You know, but see, through the spirit of Yahushua, we can see all these things, man. Keep going, bro.
All right, I'm gonna start off. It says 17. It says, for nothing is secret that shall be not manifest,
yep.
Neither anything hid that shall not be known to come abroad.
Yeah, so nothing is hid that's not going to come abroad, man. All right, Yahushua is revealing everything, man. Everything is out in the open, man. How you Christians really feel about America, man? You love this place, man. The origin of wickedness on the planet Earth, and you Christians love this place, man. You know, everything being revealed, man. You know, how you people depend on this place, man. People bugging out because they can't do wickedness, man. You see? So everything's out in the open, man. You know, the Lord showing you who's sincere about this word and who's pushing the agenda, all right, of the elect, man. You know, who's pushing the agenda of the elect and who's out here for vain glory, man. Jake's still talking about trying to have a Passover in the midst of a lockdown, man. You know, in the midst of the Lord pushing judgment in the earth, man. You know, you got it.
Like this quote from David Rockefeller, you know, he's the founder of the Trilateral Commission. Yeah. He addressed this in the meeting of the Trilateral Commission in 1991. He said, "We are grateful to the Washington Post, the New York Times, Time Magazine, and other great publications whose directors have attended our meetings and respected their promises of discretion for almost 40 years.
Yep.
It would have been impossible for us to develop our plan for the world if we had been subject to the bright lights of publicity during those years. But the work is now much more sophisticated and prepared to march towards a world government. The supranational sovereignty of an intellectual elite and world bankers is surely preferable to the national auto-determination practice in past centuries."
Yeah, so what we're seeing, all right, is a push for a one world government, man, and a one world currency, man. You see? But in the process of that, what do they want to do? They want to depopulate and they want to exterminate any resistance, man. You see?
There's a certain type of people they want.
Yeah.
There's a certain type of spirit they want.
Yeah, they want the super rich elite, all right, that's in the know, all right, and they want a bunch of idiots, man, to be service, man.
That's it. That's it.
All right, they don't want no one, all right, that thinks for themselves, man. They want complete robots, all right, within this new world order, man. They want complete docile sheeple, man. You know? But see, through the spirit of Yahweh Shem outside, we've been enlightened, man. Brother, get Baruch 4:1, and you can you read that Jeremiah.
I see you said there's no
You got it.
Hey, John D. Rockefeller said this back in I'm not sure what year, but he says, "I don't want a nation of thinkers. I want a nation of workers."
Yeah. Hey, and that's what it is, man. You know? The elites don't need anyone, all right, you know, sniffing them out, man. They don't want any rebellion because, see, they want to rule perpetually. They don't want no chance of overthrow, man. You know? And they know that all these billions of people, and you have millions of people waking up because they said the people that was against Zionism went from 0.5% now to 15% or even higher, man. You know, because see, they even study in the comments, man. If it's a video, AMT video, and then you put up a comment, like you might see a comment, you know, that say, you know, ISIS, you know, Israel, you know, created ISIS. You know, hey, you've been put in the category of resistant, man.
Right.
You know what they call it? They say they got an ID where they tagging you.
Yeah.
You know, they're tagging you, man. You know, they identify you as resistance, you know, or compliant, man. You know, so this is what we dealing with, man. The elites, all right, is working diligently for this new world order, man. You know, you got it.
The Jeremiah 49:10.
Yep.
I have made Esau bare.
Yep. The Lord has made Esau bare. All right. First and foremost, through the prophets, which the spirit of Yahushua, all right, is working within the prophets, making these people bare, man. Because we got the true insight, man. You know, you got it, bro.
I uncover his secret places.
Yeah, the Lord is uncovering his secret places, man. The agenda of his secret counsel, you know, because all in prophecy, man, what Esau wants to do, you know, and we fully understand this, man. You know, Psalms 2:1, you know, Bible shall you get there, bro? Psalm 2:1. Keep going, bro.
And he should be, and he should not be able to hide himself.
Hey, he can't hide himself, man. You know, because Esau has been for the longest time been able to hide behind layers and layers and layers of lies, man. You know, but now all them layers have been peeled back, and now we see this nigga, man. You know, just like on the Wizard of Oz, you know, they finally made to the eyes. You know, they got behind them, man, and seen this little feeble ass Edomite, you know, behind them pulling out the screen.
Right.
You know?
That was the biggest strength of the Illuminati, was their secrecy.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now you got people questioning, like you got the average Jake now, they know about the so-called Illuminati now. So they strength is not as powerful as once it was 100 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
You got people trying to tear down the 5G tower.
Yeah,
They set it on fire, man.
Right.
Yeah, boy, hell no. You know? Hey,
They don't even know exactly what it is, but it's just like shit, fuck that 5G. Let's go burn that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Hey, we in some beautiful times, man.
So,
He's off finna lose, man. The Lord setting this nigga up to lose, man. You know, we ain't got nothing to be worried about, man. You know? You got it, bro.
His seed is spoiled, and his brother and his neighbors and he's not.
Yeah, his seed is spoiled because, hey, this Esau last generation of rulership, man. You see, his seed is spoiled. Hey, Esau's seed going to captivity, man. You know, they're gonna be born to captivity, man. Hey, this is last generation of rulership, man. You know, and he finna be not, man. All these wicked Edomites is going into captivity, man. The remnant that don't get destroyed, all right. And just like the remnant of Israel gonna bring back the rest of our people, you know, the rest of Israel. Hey, you Edomites, they go into captivity. You gonna bring back your nation, and they gonna be born in captivity, and our people gonna be born in rulership, man. Right? You see, that's what we at with it, man. You know, get that song. What I told you?
Psalm 2:1.
Yeah, get that Psalm 2:1.
Psalm 2:1. Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing?
Hey, the heathen rage and the people imagine the vain thing, man. And can you get the word rage, Bob Shop, which we all get into, but hey, thing gonna come out, man. You know, and you people with this, that's a conspiracy theory. Ain't no martial law or female counsel in the script. Okay, all you guys gotta do is stick around, man. You know, that's all you gotta do, just stick around, man. You know, you got
the word rage in Hebrew goes to ragash, and it says to be in a tumult or commotion, to conspire or plot.
To conspire or plot, man. That's all these devils do, man. These devils ain't worked in centuries, man. The elites, they ain't got nothing but time. These colleges, you know, these highly prestige colleges like Harvard, Princeton, Yale,
Ivy League.
Them ain't nothing but think tanks for the elites, man. You know, they want the smartest minds for their new world order, man.
Right.
You know, they rule the world, man. They not thinking, you know, on no little level, man. You know. And Psalm 64 tell you that, man. You know what I got you. Yeah, get that. What you got?
I got
This is Baruch 4:1.
Oh, that. You get that.
All right. This is the book of the commandments of the Most High and the law that endure forever.
Yep, because this law gonna endure forever, man. See, Esau rulership, his wicked rulership is temporary, man. But the law of Yahweh Bashim Shah gonna endure forever. Now, our people being taught the laws, which, you know, we're not saved by them, but we rehearse the righteous acts. You know, we're going to be saved through faith, and we keep the law in faith, man. We do it to the best of our ability through faith, you know. But see, it's going to come a time where this really going to be the law of the land, man. You know, not just somebody saying it, but the Bible going to be the law of the land. It's going to be enforced by the elect of Israel, man. Right. You see, you got it, bro.
It says, all they that keep it shall come to life.
Yeah, all they keep it shall come to life. Go ahead.
But such as leave it shall die.
Go ahead.
It says, turn thee, O Jacob, and take hold of it.
Turn thee, O Jacob, because this is only for Israel, man. It's only for so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and you have the Israelite foreigners who look like other nations, man. But their lineage on their father's side goes back, all right, to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, man. You know, the children of the promise, man. You know, you got it, bro.
It says, walk in the presence of the light thereof.
Walk in the presence of the light thereof, man. All right, go ahead.
That thou mayest be illuminated.
That thou mayest be a what?
Illuminated.
Illuminated. Because we're illuminated on the right-hand side now. So we can see straight through Esau's craftiness, man. Because Esau, the Illuminati, when people think of the word Illuminati, they automatically think evil. All right, it just means enlightenment. All right, and Esau boasts about being enlightened on their left-hand side, man. You know, knowing things that the masses don't know. And that's why they be so ahead of the masses, man. You see? But now we have been illuminated through Yahweh Shai, all right, on the right-hand side, man. St. John 8:12, man. You know, you got something, bro?
Yeah, I did. This John 8:12, it says, then spake Yahweh Shai again unto them, saying, I am the light of the world.
Yep.
He that follow me shall not walk in darkness, but shall have the light of life.
Hey, so we got the light because we follow Yahweh Shai. See, we walking in the light. Look at these people. Stupid people, man. That's darkness, man. People walking in masks, gloves, you know, putting their cell phone locked down. Now, when it's mandatory, you know, of course, we're going to stay in the house, man. You know, but you got people way before it's mandatory to stop going to work because they walking in darkness, man. You know?
You know, they play that shit so much on TV. It's that fear tactic. And people quarantine themselves. Oh, I can't leave the house. I can't do this, can't do it. Because it's that fear. That fear got them being that way though. Like the bro said, they walking in pitch dark. Not dark. It's fucking pitch dark.
Right. Because Esau, he mimics the Most High on all levels. So just like the Most High, you read different scriptures in the Law of Deuteronomy, Leviticus, and Exodus, you see it's repetition. All right. So Esau on the left hand, he does the same thing. Yeah. That's why he keep playing the same stuff in the media over and over. Every day on CNN, it's a different narrative about this so-called coronavirus. Yeah. Right. So you know what I'm saying? So that's embedded in the people's mind that, okay, they start believing this shit. That's why you see people all around the world, they got masks on. You know, they got gloves on because they hear what they see on TV.
You know, not saying it's fake and
so-called African Americans
and Latinos too. So you know how people we are all the time. So they saying this so fearing them to keep their ass in the house, and that's all they doing. Your friend loves people to keep them, get their ass back in the house.
Just pushing fear.
They're pushing that fear.
Yep. You got it.
2 Corinthians 4:4. Whom the God of this world have blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Yahweh Shai, who is the image of Yahweh, should shine into them.
Read it again.
It's 2 Corinthians 4:4.
Start at 3, bro.
It's 2 Corinthians 4:3, and it says, but if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost.
Hey, if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost, man. You see? If the good news is here, it is here to our people that's lost, man. It's going to tell you who has them lost, man. You got it, bro.
Yep. And it says, whom the God of this world have blinded the minds of them which believe not.
Hey, the guys of this world, all right, guys just lowercase guys going to the rulers of this world, man.
Esau's a God.
Yeah, but Esau, he rules the planet Earth as a low-level God, man. You know, he has the power to create famine. He has the power, all right, to cut off transportation. He can ground all airplanes, man. You know?
And he controls the narrative.
Yeah, he controls the narrative, man. He controls a lot of people's realities, man. Yeah. You know? That's why people are around here walking in fear, you know, and they're gonna be ready to take this chip, man. Hey, he gonna keep bringing this hell, man. It's gonna get worse and worse.
I think the people that's willing to put the mask on and gloves that don't really know what's going on, them gonna be the ones that gonna be willing to, you know, take the chip.
First one in line.
Yeah, but they already know, you know what I mean? Case stay on the masses, you know.
They willingly.
Yeah, they you know, there ain't nobody you know what I'm saying, they going back, they got designer masks and that. You know how Jake is.
You know, when 9/11, they pushed that boogeyman, that's a boogeyman.
Yeah.
That's all it was a boogeyman.
The terrorists, Al-Qaeda, Taliban, Saddam Hussein, Osama bin Laden.
Right, we seen anybody with a turban on, we thought they would have had a boom.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Side them up.
Yeah, you want to do bad spirit and shit. Right today, you know what I'm saying?
Same thing.
Right. So fast forward nowadays, the coronavirus, that's the new boogeyman.
Yeah.
So now when somebody cough or sneeze, you know what I'm saying, people look at you and stuff like that, think you might have it.
Ready to call folks on.
Yeah.
Cause they said reports, man. I read an article that said reports in New Orleans, like reports in New Orleans are going so high now, they calling in the police. They see social gatherings, man, because what they hear and see on TV, man.
You know, I like I said, right? It does. I sneeze. Motherfucker looked at me like I'm crazy. This motherfucker, it does.
And plus, Esau does it so strategically, you know what I'm saying? Because this policy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So then he want to associate this so-called coronavirus when you sneeze or something like that. And people, you already know, people got like seasonal allergies and shit.
Right.
So hey, Esau, he's a guy, man. He's a mastermind.
And another tip, stay the hell away from them hospitals.
Yeah, right.
Hey, this is the time to tap into brother's lesson about the herbs. And,
Right.
Eat better. Yeah, because hey, them hospitals the worst place to be, man. Esau doing some heavy wickedness in the hospital, man.
They got it where when you go, can't nobody else go in the back with you now. You know what I'm saying? No, you can't, like your little one be out there. They like, nah, they gotta stay out here. You gotta go back there. You know what I mean? Tell them what, you know what I'm saying? They got all kind of shit going on.
What the name? I know with the Obadiah.
Get that Obadiah real quick, man. Get that name. You got that Psalm 64.
Yeah.
Okay. This Obadiah 6. How are things that Esau searched out?
How are the things that Esau searched out, man? All right, the Spirit of the Lord, man. Because how about Shema Shah is in control of all things, man. And it's time for the devil to be exposed, man. And on all levels, man. Now he has to rush his new world order because it's leaking, man. You know? He got a leak, man. You know? He got a gun.
How are his hidden things sought up?
How the hidden things sought up, man. And it starts with the spirit and power. How about Shema Shah? Even if, it's partial truth going out, man. It's still coming out. All right? If people waking up in the smallest way, in order to where they actually going out there trying to tear down 5G towers, man. All right, the Lord has the spirit of the earth against this nigga, man.
Right.
Because it's time for him to go down, man. He been winning. All right, he been ruling the world in deception for so long, but now it's time for the nigga to go out, man. Because
the whole world sick of them. They're tired of them.
Yeah.
Hey, you gonna get some?
Yeah, you're a quick ball.
Yeah, it's
quick. Go ahead and get your name on
this 2 Ezra 6:27. For evil should be put out, and deceit should be quenched.
Hey, deceit shall be quenched, man. Evil is being put out, and deceit is being quenched, man. Which is that means that deceit coming to an end, man. It's time for the truth to flood, man. You see, lies have ruled the earth for too long, man. Now we're in time for the truth for Behold by Shema Shah to be pushed out, man.
That's right.
All right.
Just like on any movie, you see like the good guy, which is called the protagonist. He getting all drugged throughout the whole movie. You know what I'm saying? He made it like as the bad guy. And then the antagonist, he's getting the light as he's the good guy. Right. So in this case right here, the elect are the protagonists and the antagonists are these elites, the Edomites. So you know what I'm saying? Now we're at the end of this movie. We're going more into that climax part of the movie, and our truth is springing out now, man. Everybody's seeing who the true antagonist is in this movie, which is these Edomites, man. Everybody's finding out their wickedness they've been doing for years, man. That's beautiful work that Yahweh Shah is doing. These, like, when Starfire Apostles, they've been doing this for many years, and they've been trying to tell our people what's going on. So now, a lot of them scoffers, they actually study the scriptures. So they trying to see what's really going on, because you see the prophecies coming to pass. You can't deny these things.
Now, crazy now?
Yeah, who's crazy now, man? That's why we say through the Spirit, he that laughs last the best, man.
Right.
And this 2 Ezra 6:28, as for faith, it shall flourish, corruption should be overcome, and the truth, which has been so long without fruit, should be declared.
Yeah, it's time for the right hand to overpower the left hand side. All right, just like when Moses when he threw his staff down and made a serpent, and then the priests, you know, Pharaoh, they threw their staff down and made a serpent. But guess what? Moses' serpent ate their serpents, man.
Right.
All right, showing you that their right hand,
Strong.
all right, is stronger, man. What does the serpent represent? Wisdom, craftiness, man.
Right.
You see, you can't have craft. You have about Shema outside. At least not doing a slick, man.
Right. You got a little craftiness, but the right side craftiness, way your shit ain't getting on that, man. So you know what I'm saying? That, yeah. You got some though, you know, you can trick some people, you can trick a whole lot of people with your craftiness. But when the truth really come on hit, it ain't gonna be like, damn, you gonna be like, damn, this shit wasn't hitting on that. They were lying the whole time, man.
In truth, that's the whole embodiment of Yahweh Shai. As he says in the book of John, I am the truth, the way, the light. You know what I'm saying? So with truth being declared now, that's letting you know that Yahweh Shai is on his way back.
That's right.
You know? So he's the ultimate truth, man.
Right.
And you can't get around it.
No.
You cannot get around it. And we need Yahweh. We need Yahweh Shai. We need Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
So you gotta go to Yahweh Shai to get Yahweh.
Right.
We need Yahweh Shai, man. So you can't skip, hop, jump, sneak. You can't do nothing. We need Yahweh Shai, man. We need him.
Since you said that, get that Nahum.
And it's Nahum 3, and start at 5. Behold, I'm against thee, said Yahweh Shai of hosts.
Yeah.
And I will discover thy skirts upon the.
Start one.
So one.
Yeah. Hammer right.
And it's Nahum 3:1.
Yep.
Woe to the bloody city.
The bloody city. Go ahead.
It is full of lies and robbery.
It's full of lies and robbery, man. You see,
That's right.
the scripture got you pinpointed, man. You know,
the scripture.
yeah,
You
can't get away from the scriptures, man. You know, you can fool some of the people some of the time. You can't fool all the people all the time.
Right.
You know, you got it, bro. That's right.
It's full of lies and robbery.
Yep.
The prey departed not.
And we the prey. You see, the Israelites are the prey because we, all right, are prisoners of war, man. You know, when you go into the history, man, when Esau came back into power, who the first people did he come and gather, and who the first people he conquered, man? You know, was Israel, man. You know, and we've been conquered ever since then. But see, now truth is springing up, and now our people are learning who they are. This is the biggest threat to Esau, Edom, man. Our people repenting, man. You know, not people learning about 5G, but our people, the Israelites repenting, man. That's the biggest threat to his power structure, man, because he know the power we got, man.
Right.
All right? Wait, when Yahweh Shai come back, hey, he gonna burn all the 5G towers, man.
That's right.
You know,
That's right.
he ain't gotta do a damn thing. Yahweh Shai got it, man. You see? Yeah.
The noise of the whip, the noise of the
You
breath.
you skip yourself.
Verse 5.
Before it starts, 5.
Verse 5. Nahum 3:5.
Yep.
Behold, I'm against thee.
Yep, the Lord's against you, man. That's why this is happening. Why did it happen to us? You know, why are we going through these hard times? This is why, because you full of robbery, murder, and lies, man. The prey part is not. You got the elect, the elect in your possession, man. You know, you got
And then what Jose said in 4th chapter, that this land basically there's no knowledge.
no knowledge of the Lord of the land. You got controversy.
That's right. No, that's right. There's controversy with it. That's right. That's right. Because they run the world, right?
Yeah.
They know they got to lost people in captivity. They say, and God we trust. The Bible is the law of the land. The Bible is the book. Yeah, but you don't follow none of the laws at all.
He did deceive people.
That's right.
Yeah, just to bring out. Hosea 4:1. Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel. For the Lord have a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there is no truth, no mercy, no knowledge of the Most High in the land.
That's right. It's no knowledge, no truth, no mercy of Yahweh in the land. Because Esau is running this right now. Right. Now, because like I said, he know everything. He know this book too. So if he love the Lord like he claimed he do, the whole homosexuality would not be popping off. Right. That adultery won't be going on. Oh, no, go ahead, bro.
Verse 2, by swearing and lying and killing and stealing and committing adultery, they break out and blood touches blood.
See,
That's it.
That's America in the whole.
that's married to the T, man. But you got the least run, you got the Esau run the world. You know the reason they're doing what they want to do because they don't care about Yahweh Shemashah.
Yeah.
They want the law, they want the true law people to get the missiles. Same like he don't get the missiles.
Yeah, right.
If we fall down, hey, Lord people gonna fall down too.
As long as we don't get the blessing.
That's right. It's all about. This blessing is the main thing. That's the main thing. It's that blessing.
Yeah, that's why they want to try to put the capital in Jerusalem.
That's right.
They want the capital of the New World Order in Jerusalem, man. You know, showing you what they want, man.
Right.
You see, they want to be Israelites, man. All right, they want to be the chosen people, man. So they said they gonna force it with the sword, man. You know, but guess what? Yahweh Shai coming to upset all that. That's right. You know, crazy as hell, man.
Right.
Thank you for the post.
Know it. You know, you but like, I'm supposed to know this, man.
Yeah, you finna post up in Jerusalem. Yeah,
With their pride, though, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
They've been doing it for so long, so Esau feels like, well, maybe the Most High not with them.
Right.
Yeah.
Man, he already know what you did.
Yeah. True.
This Nahum 3 and 5. Behold, I'm against thee, said Yahweh Shemashah host, and I will discover thy skirt upon thy face.
Hey, the Lord is discovering thy skirts, man. All right, because if a woman is out in public, you know, and her skirt blows in the air, man, she's gonna be ashamed, man. You know, so that's how the Lord doing the miracle, man. He got his skirt wide open, man.
Right.
You know, and if you got eyes to see, man, it's plain to see, man. All right, you got.
I will show the nation. I will show the nation thy nakedness and the kingdom thy shame.
Yeah, he gonna show the nation thy nakedness and the different kingdom thy shame, man. You know, and Trump is a perfect candidate. You know, he's the perfect green leader, you know, to push that agenda, man. You know, because at the end of the day, the Lord put Trump in office, man. He knew what type of character Trump got, man.
Right.
You know, because, hey, just like he once said, he like, Trump got people to write script for him, but then they also allow Trump to go off script.
Say what he
You know,
say.
and he said Trump be having fun with this.
You freestyle.
Hey, so really he ain't off script, because the Lord got that nigga puffed up, saying all these things, you know, creating enemies through the earth, man. You know? You got that Psalm 64.
Yeah, you want to start at the top?
Yeah, start at 1 and get 2 Thessalonians 2 and 8, 2 and 7.
This Psalm 64 and 1. It says, "Yeah, the chief musician, a son of David, hear my voice, O God.
Yep.
In my prayer, preserve my life from fear of the enemy."
Yeah, from fear of the enemy, man. And this is a good song to read, you know, every day. You know, Lord willing, you know, I start reading, you know, every day, especially during these times, man, because our enemy is plotting a lot of things against us, man. You know, just like in the time of Antiochus, man. Just like in the time of Haman, you know, when he wanted to annihilate, all the Jews then, man. You know, he wanted to annihilate all the Israelites then, man. You see, time of Herod,
right.
You see, time of Pharaoh. You know, hey, we got to pray to be covered, from the plots of the wicked, man. You know, and it starts with what? Faith and obedience, man. You know?
Man, that's spiritual, man. With the time of Herod, because they knew that Yahushua was coming in.
Right.
So they started killing all the Israelite children. Like two and under. So now transpired in these times right here, that's how these elites know that Yahushua is on his way back now.
Yeah.
What they trying to do. You see how they coming at Jake now with this coronavirus situation. They trying to say that so-called African Americans, they the main leading nation that has it now. Right. So then you know that Esau about to make his move on the 12 tribes, man.
And now, like I say, now he getting his information on the internet. You know, hey, if you want to comment board, Esau know, man.
Yeah.
You know, he don't put an ID on you, man.
It's a database.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep. But see, that's the testimony of Yahushua. And it's better to die for the testimony of Yahushua, than to live, in this jacked up system, man. You know, than to bow down to this beast, man. And guess what? It's a standard gonna be lifted, man. A lot of people gonna be protected, man. A lot Israelites, the elect of Israel, gonna be protected, man. And the few that do go, it's just a quick nap. You're gonna be right back. Because Yahweh Shai is the resurrection, man. That's what he had told Martha, man. When she was worried about Lazarus, he had to calm her down. She was doing too much. He was like, listen, I am the resurrection.
Right.
Lazarus good, man. It's light work. Lazarus.
Right, man.
Come on, man. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
You got it, bro.
Con, this 64:3.
Yep.
It says, who with their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrow.
With their tongue like a sword, showing you that media is a form of that sword as well, man. That's how he set you up, because he dumbed you down with that media. Well, you run right to the trap.
Like, you bitch start believing in shit, man.
Because the media tell you go get tested, but then the test kill you. The media gonna tell you go take the vaccine, and the vaccine kill you. Or whatever else he prescribed through his media, and it kill you, man. You got it, bro.
It says, even bitter words. It says, for that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly they shoot at him and fear not.
Yeah, they shoot, which means they teach or instruct at the perfect, and the perfect, all right, is going to Israel, beginning with the elect, man. You see? That's what they've been doing. They've been instructing our people to do wickedness, man. And they use mainly their media, through the music, all right, through the social media, through the movies, all right, TV shows, man. Because they take one figure and they have millions of Israelites imitate that one figure, man. All right, it's one Cardi B, but how many of our women imitate that, man? All right, it's one black youngster, whatever one of these niggas is hot, man. But how many people imitate these niggas, man? You see?
Migos.
Yeah. And our people in their state of mind, if our people stay like that, at least know that they can have their way.
We just keep them calm. We keep them in that same little way, the same little box work or whatnot.
Come, you got it, bro.
It said they encourage themselves in an evil manner.
And they encourage themselves in an evil manner, a wicked manner. Go ahead.
They consume a land snares privily.
They consume a land snares privily, man. These secret councils, man. Nothing but snares out here, man. Like I said, you got alternative news that leads you wrong. You got leaders, different leaders that they set up, that set you wrong, man. All your leaders have been set up to steer you astray, man. No matter, they're gonna say some truth, they're gonna sound good, gonna be charismatic, but ultimately they're not preaching the true gospel of Yahweh Shai. It just play, to your emotions, man. So they got all type of snares out here, man.
Like Kim Jong-un, everybody think he's just like a rebellion, But he's set up, man. That's a personality, the way he dresses.
Right.
With the booster face.
Right.
That nigga ain't no threat with them 8 missiles he got over there. He ain't got them working right there. He got it, bro.
Right. They say, who shall see them?
Yeah, they say, who shall see us, man?
Right.
They like, we can do all this wickedness, and they not gonna know where the source of it come from. Because there's so many layers that you gotta go to before you finally get to the least, man.
Right.
You see, they got so many people set up, but guess what? We on the left hand side, we on the right hand side, we understand how the left hand work. We illuminated now, man. We know that we wrestle not with flesh and blood. All right? It's not these congressmen and senators, man. It's the people that's in high places, man. That's the think tank behind it. That's really, causing these sacrifices, man. That's causing the world to be locked down, due to this hoax, man. You see? You got it, bro.
They search out iniquities. Hold on, let me go back. They say, let me start at 5. They say they encourage themselves in an evil manner. They consume of land snares privily. They say, who shall see them? They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search.
Yeah, they accomplish a diligent search, man. Going back to like all these colleges and universities and special classes, man, they're all Esau think tanks, man.
The summa cum laude,
Yeah,
shit
summa
like
cum
that.
laude, yeah.
The first
Yeah.
10 people in your high school
Yeah.
class, they ain't care about the really know how you. There's so many people in your high school class. Why you think they would count them motherfuckers, man? They ain't caring about them the first 10 or first 20. You know what I'm saying? Them the ones that they wanted to keep this system clumping. You know what I'm saying? Them the ones that they wanted to keep on. You get you a scholarship. You know what I'm saying? Though, since you so smart, your GPA so high, we gonna put you right here. Gonna put you try to shit on this like we want to shit, right? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Man, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad I know what I know now. Right. That shit a whole record, man.
Yep.
They searched out iniquities. They accomplished a diligent search, both inward thought of every one of them.
Yep. They search diligently, and then they hardly deep. See, the elite want to be guys on earth, man. You know, they want complete power, man. All right. They going for their birthright, man. They thinking deep, man. They want to create their own immortality, you know, because they really want to be able to transfer your conscience, you know, on the chip.
Well,
so they can always get a new body, but if they can keep their chip going, you know, then they can create duplicates of their chip. Because like I say, that series Altered Carbon on Netflix show you, you know, what the elites want to do, man. You know. They put it out in their movies how they want this new world order to be ran, man. You know, they want the promises that we have. They want the promises of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, man. You know, and they trying to forge it, man. But the Lord gonna upset that, man. You know.
7. It says, but the Most High shall shoot at them with an arrow.
Yep.
Suddenly shall they be wounded. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves.
Yep. Then they making their own tongue to fall upon themselves. And we seen a big part of it with their Project Cypher, man. He was bringing out all the documents and everything, man. You know, the numbers. All right. The Esau is through, man. Everything that the scripture. You think the Lord gonna make this prophecy come to pass, but he gonna hold up when it's time to destroy this nigga, man? You know? No, we gonna go through with it, man. You know? Keep going.
It says, all that see them shall flee away.
Yep, go ahead.
And all men shall fear and shall declare and shall declare the work of the Most High.
Yep, go ahead.
For they shall wisely consider of his doing.
Yeah, because they gonna see how the Lord finna handle Esau, man.
Right.
You see? Esau been this big bully in the planet Earth that's been untouchable. Wait till you see how Yahweh shall handle him, man. The earth gonna fear, man. You know? When you think somebody tough, you know, and then you see somebody that you don't know come handle them.
Come slap the fuck out of them.
Yeah. Slap him to your knees, you know? Hey, you gonna be like, God dang.
Right, boy, you know, nothing.
Yeah.
10. It said, the righteous shall be glad in the Lord. You have by Shem Yahushua.
The righteous, man. We're gonna be glad, man. We got nothing but good news coming, man. It's bad news for these people, man. It's our good news, man. Go ahead, bro.
And shall trust in him, and all the upright in heart shall glory.
Yeah, all the upright in heart shall glory, man. That's the elect describing for righteousness, man. Through faith and obedience, man. You know? You got some. Yeah, we're gonna be in Second Thessalonians.
This talking about wisdom. This wisdom of Solomon 8:8. If a man desire much experience, she knoweth things of old, and conjectureth aright what is to come. She knoweth the subtleties of speeches.
Ooh, she knoweth the subtlety of speeches, man. We read right through these devils, man. And we know, we can tell when they talking to each other, when they throw little shit out there.
Right.
You know, talking about what Trump say, oh, this old system is broken. We need a new system, man. He's talking about the new world order, man.
Right.
You know?
That shit be over their head. Like,
yeah.
No, he throwing a tennis ball, right?
Yeah. You know? We talking about the stimulus checks or the lockdown gonna be for 2 weeks. You know? Hey, he told you you gonna get the stimulus check 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago, man.
Right. I don't give you. I don't give you, man.
Man, stay dragging you long, because hey, the longer ain't no money coming in, the worse condition you gonna be in, and the more desperate you gonna be.
Right.
All right.
And either you gonna comply.
Right.
Yep.
So yeah, through the spirit of Yahweh Bashan Shai, we know the subtleties of speeches, man. So whenever they say something like, we got the martial law troops set in different cities of America so they can aid, we know through the spirit, you know what I'm saying?
Ain't no aid.
Yeah, ain't no aid.
Aid.
Because we know Esau's track history, man. You know what I'm saying? So whenever they try to, speak smoothly things to the people, letting you know things are gonna be fine, things gonna get better, school gonna start, people gonna go back to work. That's what the scriptures say, peace and safety. When they start talking about, smooth things like that,
Get back right.
yeah. Then when they speak peace and safety and sudden destruction, man. That's how Esau's track history is. But 2/3 of the nation of Israel, they don't have that light. So therefore, they're gonna believe everything they hear and say, and that's where they're gonna line up and take that chip. You can easily see how it's set up in the spirit, Lord willing, it's continuing, keep intensifying that how these people gonna go ahead and take the chip, man. They easily just believe in everything they hear and see on television. Right. When you start questioning Esau, that's a great start right there. We like, man, why is this happening? Like, why? You start putting things together. Nobody never questioned Esau. That was his biggest power right there. Nobody never questioned him. Right. He was that big bully on earth. Nobody never, came up to him and questioned him. Nobody never stepped up to him. But now through the spirit of power, Yahweh Shah, we in his room. Hey, we questioning him now. And so right there, that's when he want to go ahead and forward this new world order. He has his back to the wall now. He can't keep making lies like this now. So it says, if a man desire much wisdom, if a man desire much experience, she knoweth things are old and conjecture are right what is to come. So through the spirit, we know that a new world order that Esau is trying to set up is by the red come.
Tried before.
Yeah, he tried before, exactly. That's that enterprise, man, where it speaks about in the book of Job. But it said that the Most High, he's going to disappoint the devices of the crafty. So we know Esau is not going to fulfill his new world order as he wants to. How Shah's going to set up his own righteous new world order,
Right.
Then it says, she knoweth the subtleties of speeches and can expound dark sentences. So we can, through the word, so we can expound these dark parables, man. The rest of these people, they can't break down the scriptures. You can ask the so-called nigga break down Revelation, the first chapter, but how Shah's characteristics. They can't even break that down, man.
Right.
And
it's like Psalm 64.
Yeah.
Who knows they were talking about the list?
Exactly.
Right. We've been going to church forever. No one's ever said they were talking about the elite bankers, man. Yeah. Yeah.
And you ask them with Yahweh Shai, they said Jesus born. Was he born from man or they say, Mary the Virgin? Never they say. That's right. So you were saying that to them. When you say, no, they get that.
Yeah, that's too deep.
That's too deep right there now.
That's right, bro. And it says, she knoweth the subtleties of speeches and can expound dark sentences. She foreseeth signs and wonders. Just yesterday, the pink super moon. Right. So we know that's a sign and wonder. When it says, that's when you know the day of the Lord is coming, man. That's when you see blood moons, different eclipses. You see different signs. You see the chariot signs everywhere. That's how you know that Yahweh Shai's second day is on his way, man. And she foreseeth signs and wonders in the events of seasons and times. So right now we're in a time of war. That's what Esau is gearing up for, man. Because he know he don't have but a short time to rule, man. We're at the end of Esau's rulership right now, so he about to bring all his crafty devices out. Because this is his last time to ever rule ever again.
Yeah,
man.
right.
So Esau, as being as stiff-necked and hard-headed type of individual, he's not going to go out without a fight, man.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right. And this second Thessalonians 2 and 8. Then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Most High shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall be destroyed with the brightness of his coming.
Yeah, so Esau is being revealed, man. The wicked that the Bible speaks of is being revealed, man. All right, because you have a lot of our people that are wicked. These wicked heathens out here. But Esau, Edom, he is the wicked. That's his title. Like Most High had the title Al-Shaddai, terrible demon-like power. Known for his destruction. Esau, one of his titles is the wicked, man. Right. So now he's being revealed, man, who's the cause of wickedness in the planet Earth, man. And he's being consumed by the spirit of the Lord through what? The mouth of the prophets, man. Because we come up with the truth, pure and uncut, man. You see, we not we don't have any guile in our mouth. All right, we don't have no limitation, man. We don't have no 501c3. You know, we don't have no monetized videos where we have to watch what we say because we don't want to be demonetized. You know, hey, we have the truth unleashed, man. You know, you got it.
Keep on verse 9.
Yeah.
Verse 9. Even him whose coming is after the work of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders.
Hey, with all power, signs, and lying wonders, man, who working is out the working of Satan, man. And that's what does Esau do, man? Because he gonna bring in this new world order. He gonna seem like he created miracles with his technology, man.
Right.
You know, especially with that 6G, when you can touch your car window and holograms pop up and you check your heart rate. You know, he gonna look like he doing a miracle with all his technology, man. And the masses gonna be deceived, man. You know, and that's what Esau Edom is getting ready to do, man. You know. And his working is out the working of Satan, man. All right, he is the adversary, man. You know? Go ahead, bro.
Verse 10. And with all of this deceptibleness and unrighteousness and them that perish because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. Verse 11.
And that's our people that's going to be deceived, by these deceptions, man. You know, because like I say, if you don't understand the prophecies, if the spirit of Yahushua is not dealing with you, man, you're not gonna be able, to see through this devil, man. Because he gonna work it up so good, man. The way he finna roll things out, and then the alternative that you do run to, he control it.
Right.
So you still in his hand, either way. You know?
And no one is miracles he gonna try to work out. That Project Blue Beam, he gonna have a false second coming of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people gonna fall for that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Keep going, bro.
No, yeah, read lyrics.
Hey, verse 11. And for this, the Most High shall send them strong delusion, and they shall believe a lie.
That's how people that believe the devil, man. The Lord gave you over to that strong delusion, man, that you believe a lie. But you're constantly being told that this man is the devil, this man is lying. He is the son of perdition. He is the wicked of the Bible. Going through his history, his track record, man. This nigga never told the truth, man. He never kept any of his promises, man. Never.
Hey, man, we speaking like.
The father lied. Another one is titled what?
Put children alive.
Yeah.
Right. I asked my boommaster, I said, what the first lie was told? Yahweh asked Cain, what's his brother with? What's his brother at? Your brother keep. Not a brother kill. The first lie he ever told. Right. That's Esau, the father of lies. That's you to the T. You're the father of lies, man.
Hey, but everything's out in the open, man. We in some beautiful time. The Lord shutting his place down. Like I say, he has, a lot of people at the house, and for our people, man, hey, it's time to lock in, man. If you haven't been in tune to what's going on, because Esau been wearing the saints out with these work schedules, bills and all these different things, but now the Lord making everybody sit down, man. So you can either believe the media, or you gonna believe the prophets of Yahweh Shem Shah, the word of Yahweh Shem Shah, man. Right. That's the two platforms that's going out the heaviest right now, man. Because just as diligent he is on the left side, the Lord put the spirit on his men to be more diligent on the right hand side, man. To counter his wickedness, man. So, hey, the Lord put like Moses told the children of Israel, I call heaven and earth to be a witness today that I set before you life and death. Choose life, man. That's right. This is the time to choose life, man. Because if you still can go on YouTube and see this word going out, be the Lord hand stretched out still, man.
Yes.
You got
this Isaiah 55:6. It says, "Seek the Lord while he may be found.
Yep.
Come ye upon him while he is near."
Hey, you better hurry up, man. Because they finna shut down as well. When they get close to them vaccines, they gonna start shutting as well down because they don't want no alternative media, no people exposing, all right, this vaccination, man. They want as many people as they can to get this vaccination, man. You know? So hey, so when Esau get closer to implementing his agenda, he's gonna start off with brothers losing whole channels, all videos gone, and then eventually he's just gonna close the well down completely, man. You know, he wanna do a lot of things in darkness, man. You know, and even when he come for brothers, man, he talking about how they gonna do an EMP. You know, he wanna try to get brothers off. He wanna shut the grid down and try to get rid of a lot of Israelites, man. You know. Guess what? That standard gonna get lifted, man. We believe in that, man. You know. But hey, the Lord stretched out still, hand is stretched out still, man. You know, that was it.
Hey, we hope y'all was edified with that. Like give all honor and glory again too.
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem,
Yahushua,
Ba'ashem,
Wakakadash.
once again to our apostles and elders, great millstone. Salutations, sorry, sincere brothers. Y'all stay strong, man.
Shalom. Shalom.